Hello, champions. Welcome back to Success Academy, the place where we grow through mindset, skills, and purpose. I am Daniel Rika, and I'm excited that you are here again. We are not just talking about motivation here, but we are transforming how you think, how you live, and how you grow. So we are going to have a recap of our previous lesson, persistence through difficulties. And I brought alongside some relatable object to help us visualize it. And what are the things we brought? We brought rubber band. And we brought the rubber band to show us that stressing session expand our potential. We also look at a pencil and sharpener to remind us that discomfort can refine us. We also use torchlight and power bank, and that taught us the need to recharge at any time. We also look at frying pan that help us to understand how heat brings changes. And then we also use soap with sponge to show us how pressure and process cleanse and prepare us. So we learn that persistence isn't just about forcing, but it is about flowing through the process. And then today, we are going to unlock the fourth component of mastering a growth mindset, valuing effort over talent. Valuing effort over talent. Most people admire talent, but talent alone is not enough. Effort is what multiplies talent. It is what makes the average extraordinary. It is what turns potential into power. And to make this real, I have some relatable examples also that we need to understand. These are examples around us. And then there are things we need to know that effort, valuing effort is more important. So these examples are here, and then there are things you know. For instance, like if you look at the video here, you will see water dropping into glass. Now the water drops slowly, filling a glass of cup. Let's start with this simple picture at what you are seeing now on your screen. A glass cup sit half seated. Now you see the water dropping and filling in. So this it seems slow. The water is coming, but it seems slow, like nothing is happening. But watch what happens after some time. You see that the cup begins to be filled, begins to fill. So this is how effort is. Now it is not loud, it is not dramatic, it is not powerful, but it is consistent. Effort is consistent. So every time you study, every time you practice, every time you show up, that is another drop. Just like the water is dropping. So anytime you do this, that is another drop. As soon as you are overflowing with result, now you see effort is consistency in action. Then look at the next analogy we are looking at is blender. Look at the blender turning powder into smoothness. You can see on the screen, you can look at it very well. So you see it's turning the powder into smoothness, turning the rough powder or the grain into smoothness. Now look at the blender very well. You can see like there is a stick turning it, and you can see here it's blending. Now here you hear the noise, you see the shaking, you see it's mixing the powder, it keeps going, and something amazing is happening. The blender turns, you can see the blender is turning the roughness into something smooth, usable, and delicious. That is how effort works. In real life, that is how effort works. It breaks you down in order to build you up. It blends you. It blends your experience. It blends your failures. It makes you have a lesson, and it turns them into wisdom and strength. Effort refines you. Effort refines your raw material. Effort turns you into a real value. You can look at it. Now the next one on your screen, you see alarm. And then you see a woman waking up. Now this also tells you that you can see that the alarm rings and the woman wakes up and stressing and is getting out of bed. Let's look at this. It's about the alarm clock. It rings every morning. Whether you are tired or not, as a matter of discipline, you have disciplined yourself, whether the weather is good or not. But as far as you have set the time, this woman set the time and she gets up, not because it is easy, but because it is time to rise. Give yourself time to rise. You can see that effort is showing up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is effort. It is an action. Champions are made not in the spotlight, but in the early hours, in the small steps, in the consistent follow through the process. Talent may give you a head start, but effort gets you across the finish line. Now you can look at also this broom. The broom contains many of the sticks. Now you can see the broom is made for sweeping. Sweeping the dust, sweeping the dirty. Look at the broom. One stick. Is it only one stick? No. Usually, if it's only one stick, it looks useless. It can break. But when you put many sticks of the broom together, it gets power. That is what happens when your daily effort comes together. When your daily effort comes together, each small effort may look weak alone, but together they can sweep away obstacles. Together they can create a clean path of your future. Together with effort, never despise a small consistent action. Together they can become breakthrough. Make sure you consistently do it. Now also you can see this woman carrying blocks to the construction site. You can see her. You can see how she's arranging it. You can see how she's carrying them to the site. You can see another person stocks them. When she takes it to the site, there's somebody that will stock the building, stock the blocks. And then you see this woman as she's carrying one by one, taking it to the site. Then the person constructing will now also lay them side by side. She is not just building. The person is not building. The person laying is not just building. The person bringing is not just building. But they are making an effort in the building together. And then with this, you see one block upon another, one block upon another. This is what happened when many people miss. You may not be the most talented, but you may not even be the one seen, but your effort behind the scene builds the dream. Effort isn't glamorous, but it is necessary. It is very, very, very necessary. So don't relent in your effort. If you're somebody that wants to become great in future, don't relent in your effort. Put on effort. It may seem you are starting small, but you are getting somewhere. So success is built drop by drop, brick by brick, brick by brick, step by step. Talent may shine in the moment, but effort builds a legacy. So without wasting of time, I would like us to do this declaration together. I want us to say it loud with me. And then make sure you say it as you mean it. Say, I value effort over talent. I grow step by step, day by day. My small action leads to great result. Having said this, if this message inspired you, I want you to like the video, drop a comment, and then make sure that you share it with someone who is working hard in silence. And subscribe to Success Academy for more truth-packed lessons that grow your life. Well, this is where we're about to draw the curtain here. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.